The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
Just saying, live your motherfucking life. You gotta get your motherfucking hustle. Understand niggas is gonna hate you regardless. Get that out of your head, that fantasy world where niggas ain't hating on you. You gotta be grateful. You need haters. What the fuck is you complaining about? What the fuck do you think a hater's job is? To fucking hate. So let them motherfuckers do their goddamn job. What the fuck is you complaining about? Ladies, if you got 14 women hating on you, you need to figure out how the fuck to get to 16 before the summer get here. The fuck is you mad about? Fellas, if you got 20 haters, you need 40 of them motherfuckers. What is you complaining about? If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
But, you know what? I apologize for nothing else.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Grifter Zone.
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
And he started crying like a little baby.
And I swear to fucking God, dude, I swear to fucking God, if I ever meet any one of you motherfuckers in public, fuck, like,
say it, big man. Say it, big man.
You're getting curb stomped. Like, I'll put you through a fucking table. Like, this is fucking garbage, dude. What the fuck is this?
Nigga, please.
You're fired.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
Remember, there are more of us.
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 Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
Have you or someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Has your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important?
Titty sprinkles!
Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought, or heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only cancelled if you let yourself be cancelled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
You! Show me them boobies!
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'm gonna wait some time, because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter
I
host!
breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life. That's right! That's right!
Hoes mad! 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 Hoes mad!
I say over and over and over again, I hate being alive, I hate being alive.
Titty sprinkles.
I hate breathing, I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain, I'm in tremendous pain. Help me, help me, help me. I'm in so much pain, I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much...
We want to eat
burgers.
Where you want to go?
In the direction of burgers.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live, and we're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet, ladies and gentlemen. So I need everybody to bring it in and give a good old hug to Mick Duggins, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, get in here. Get in here, Brian. Come on, help the fatties. Help everybody get in here. Let's go. It's time for the Bigot Army hug. And you guys already know Mick Duggins is the one that leads the hug. Come on. Come on. You got to accept them at some point. Or you got to accept them. I'm sorry, them. At some point, I got to do 10 push-ups now. Come on, get in here. Let's go. Hurry up. The faster we get this over with, the faster Mick Duggins goes away. Come on, let's go. Get in here. All right, everybody ready? Are we ready? Are we listening? Listen, stop. Don't go past the line. Don't go past the line. I see you guys trying to go past the line, and that's the gay line. You get any bit closer, and that's gay. All right, listen. And if you're already gay, that's fine. That's going to make you straight. So don't go past the line. Okay, listen. If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. And if you're watching on Twitch or Kick,
So sad. Death is so sad. Death is so sad.
I think it's about damn time that you go find a like button. It's already November. Go find it. All right, boys, listen, can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check, trans check. Speaking of trans check, they're very mad right now. They're mad that I made a character that you're fully allowed to make in the game, that you're fully allowed to name whatever you want in the game. And if it was really such a problem, BioWare wouldn't have allowed me to make said character check. Can I get that check? McDuggan's check? Yes. Can we get the McDuggan's check? Can we get the McDuggan's check? Let's get the McDuggan's check going. The Powwow group. We're actually going to talk about the Powwow group tonight. Can we get a check on that, please? The Wokies are mad check. Can we get that? All right. I think we're good. I think we are good. Ladies and gentlemen, like the stream. I know you were expecting me to say something else. I know. All right, guys, come on. Let's do a Bigot Army roll call while you're liking the stream. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from Kotaku Urinalist, Black Samurai, and people who think they are men but can't stop acting like such a bitch. We got Frost Puma. We got Shake Pliskin. The Cello 80 over on Rumble. We got Harley Leslie. We got G8008N. We got Jason Alator. We got Monkey Man 04. Mifune Takumi. We got Mikey at 17. We got, I have no idea what the fuck this is. I'm just going to call you TB. We got Zach Rogers. Soul Reaper 2078. Melody, She Loves Facials Johnson. What's up, Melody? We got Jim Marshall. Adam Juneman. We got Benji Alucard. We got Aziz over on Rumble. What's up, brother? Yes, they are always mad. That's true. Slay the Dragon. Trey Burkhalter. Scooby Pup 01. Lamplight. Someone. Charlie Nuclear. Bugsy. What's up? Shadow 79. Ali Kusanagi. Not Your Business Sensor Tube. Dizajiz 69. He's another one that gives money shots. You should hit him up for one. We got Oliver Adam. Thwarted Geek. Latino Heat. We got Marcus Mark Ace Das. Interesting name. Furious Dan with the Hypno McDuggins. That's a good name. Lester Larkin. Mass Hysteria. That sounds like what happened on Twitter all day today. Eternal Brandon. Adam Rebeal. Phantom. Pickle Lips Miguel. I don't know why that name was funny. Why was that name funny to me? Pickle Lips Miguel. God Lieth. Wolf's Blood 44. We got Sick over on Rumble with the Melody Mac words. Silver Bullet Lycan. Hypnotic is gay. Nice. Melody Loves Facials again, Johnson. All right, let's do three more. Let me scroll down a little bit. We got Whis in the chat. What's up? Guff. I'm sorry, not Garf. Guff R35. We got Holly Sutherland. We got Commander Sonak. We got Kritzo. We got Sonia Lissette giving everybody a heart. Make sure you return a heart to Sonia Lissette as well. We got Alfredo Chud Riso. We got St. Hugo. We got Goon in My Room, Hose Mad, question mark. I love that profile picture. we got Hypnotic and Rapture. Very nice. The Turtle Moves. We got Dujane Carey. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. We got who else? Who else in here, man? We got CJ, Destructo Disc, J Viper, Bibicayish. We got Guardians of the Totem over on Twitter. What's up? We got John the Hazard. We got Will, Adam Rebeal, Yokai Dragon, Blue Stylite, No Square. Yo, the names are hilarious today. What is with the names today? All right, man. Who's getting the money shot today? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Who's getting the money shot today? Who are we finishing on today? Sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. Let's see some arrows in the chat, and let's see who's getting the money shot today. It's healthy today, boys. It's healthy today. We got a lot of people angry on Twitter, which means the money shot is going to be massive. Massive. So let's see who are we finishing on today. Let's see. Let's look. Let's look in the chat. Let's scroll down. And who's getting called out today? Let's see. Who's getting called out today? You got arrows like crazy. Hold on. This is fucking confusing. All right, well. Man. I don't even know where do I even begin? Holy shit, the arrows are crazy. Okay, so let's go. Wow. I really don't even know where to begin, bro. I've never seen this many arrows. Melody, you can't keep taking it on the face, Melody. You can't keep taking it on the face. Melody, please. Please, like, how often are we going to do this? How often are we doing this, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, Melody. You got to spread the love. You got to spread the love. At this point, we just straight covering Melody every single stream. Let's see. What do we got? All right, I'm just going to pick one. Here we go. We got... Okay, Monkey Man 04 says up. That goes to Mystic, who says up at the beginning and up at the end. Okay, fair enough. So that means it goes to Zach Rogers, who says up, which means Toxin says this is a straight up bukkake. Well, unfortunately, it looks like you're the recipient of the bukkake today. Congratulations, Toxin. You are getting the... That's absolutely hilarious. All right, boys, listen. We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. We're reacting to 2 videos today. It's going to be a reaction kind of day today, but we're also going to be talking about something that I just discovered about an hour before the stream started that I really want to dive into, and that has to do with the Dragon Age, the Veilguard estimated numbers, because they have tanked, ladies and gentlemen. And I know a lot of people have been talking about refunds and everything like that, but there really hasn't been much evidence to talk about that. Well, we have analytical numbers that have gone way, way, way down from the same source that gave the first numbers in the first place. So we're going to talk about those numbers. We're also going to talk about Sweet Baby Inc. and how apparently the Powell Group has completely erased Sweet Baby Inc. from their website after just announcing the partnership not that long ago. Smash JT did a good video on it. We're going to react to that. And we're also, if we have time, I'm hoping we have time, I want to react to a video that Asmongold did about Dragon Age. He was essentially reacting to someone else who got a sponsorship for Dragon Age. And some of the stuff that person says, I think it's so ridiculous, we have to talk about it. We absolutely have to talk about it. Because I've personally played this game, and I don't see anything of what this man is talking about. So we got all kinds of topics today, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be wild. But of course, before we do, we got to thank the pre-stream legends for what they did, man. So let's talk to them. We got DJ dropping a 5 membership banger right off the bat. Right off the bat. DJ dropping a 5 membership banger right at the start. Shout out to DJ. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. We also got Solon the Lich with a 50 saying good evening to all the trans Kunari, magic casting dwarves, and remove spiders. For extra ESG score, have vegetables. RIP to the spiders, man. This game would have been at least somewhat Dragon Age feeling if I had a couple of spiders, but now I see why they didn't remove spiders, because if they remove spiders, that means that they would have to come up with combat mechanics that isn't just light attack, block, heavy attack, dodge, because that's basically what the whole fucking game is. You do 3 light attacks, you get blocked, they go for a heavy attack, you got to dodge it, and you do it again. They can't really do that with spiders. So now I can see why they got rid of spiders. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. DJ with the 20 membership banger. Look at this. Damn. Look at this man. Holy hell. What a legend. Shout out to DJ making the chat greener by 25 memberships, man. What an absolute fucking legend. The man's trying to get us to tier 1 damn near before the stream even started. What a legend. Thank you so much, DJ. We got Tifa Lockhart for 199. Shion and I bury the hatchet with Reveal. Mikey, go fuck yourself. So wait. So Adam Reveal is now being accepted by the waifus, but Mikey is public enemy number 1. Okay. Well, I don't know if Mikey knows that, but hey, Mikey, you've taken over for Adam Reveal as public enemy number 1. Just so you know. Ouroboros with a 10. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? I've never paid for a garbanzo bean on my face. Wow. Wow. That's an interesting one. That's definitely an interesting one for sure. Ouroboros. Yeah. Good job. Lavistro 420. Rest in peace, Peanut the squirrel and Fred the raccoon. Oh, can I just talk about this real quick? Bro, the amount of people for the last like day or so that have been sneaking in, trying to like very sneakily sneak in fucking squirrel and raccoon jokes. You guys are insane. You're absolutely insane. I swear, they're hilarious, by the way. It's a sad situation, but the jokes are still hilarious. But the people that are sneaking it in, you guys are extra level insane. I love it. It's incredible. It's incredible. Rest in peace, Peanut and Squirrel and Fred the Raccoon, unalived by New York and federal government agents due to an animal rights tip. This is why we hate you, PETA. Go vote Tuesday, and that's my political super chat of the year. Hey, listen. First, number 1, Lavishal's right. Fuck these people. And number 2, I hope that all of you are going to go vote. If you haven't yet, go vote and make sure you are voting for the person that best represents the policies that are interesting to you, that are going to be most beneficial to you. Stop voting with your goddamn emotions and go vote on policies you actually care about. And that's basically it. That's all I got to say. Go vote, go vote, go vote, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at? We got Master Swag King for a 2. Dog sex with older women is fire. The ride good. What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? We got Gator McCluskey with a 2, says absolutely nothing. Shout out to Gator McCluskey. I appreciate you, brother. We got Adam Jr. with the 5. I'm sorry, not the 5, with the 10 membership banger. Look at this guy. Damn, man, we're almost at tier 1 and we haven't even started. We haven't even started. Thank you so much, Adam Juman. Appreciate that, man. And then last but not least on YouTube, we got Jeremy Webb with a 2. What? We can't get squirrely now, can we? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Look at these people with the damn squirrel jokes. With the squirrel. See, if I was like a super sensitive lefty, I would be like, oh, you can't make those jokes. It's too soon. How could you joke about something so... Oh, shut the fuck up. They're hilarious. The jokes are hilarious. I love it. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Jeremy Webb, for the 2. I appreciate you. Oh, Master Swag King wants to sneak one in. Hold on. I'm blocking the chat with my alert box. I clearly didn't change it from Saturday Night Hypnosis. Whoopsie. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Master Swag King for a 2 says, what is your top 5 sex positions? Doggy from the side, doggy from behind, doggy from up top. Yeah, just basically, you can figure it out. Adair Soto for a 2 with a thumbs up. That's literally it. That's literally it. Nice. Debuff Bluff for a 5. Why did the man have trouble walking to breakfast? Because he... Bro, did you just... Because he had cerebral palsy? Because he had cerebral palsy? Are you serious? Are you serious? Because he had cerebral palsy? Fucking hell. That's so bad. Adair Salter with a 2 saying, yup. Nice. Nice. Appreciate that. All right, boys, listen. Let me check Rumble really quick. Nothing on Rumble, so we are all caught up. Oh, my God. Diz the Jizz. Sneaky one in for $1.99. What's a squirrel's favorite seasoning? Nutmeg. My God. Jay Viper with a 2. Making squirrel jokes so soon is nuts. Oh, my God. This is what it's going to be. It's going to go from dad jokes to squirrel jokes now. This is what we're doing. RIP to Peanut, man. R.I.P. to Peanut. All right, listen, let's get into the topics, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off with the interesting conversation, and then we're going to do our video reactions. All right, so I did a little bit of digging. And by a little bit of digging, all I did was click a link or two. But I happened to come across this information by accident, to be honest with you, because I was just looking at SteamDB because I noticed that the concurrent number kept going up slightly. It didn't hit 100K. I think it ended at 89,000 or something like that. And that's on the weekend, mind you. So I don't really think it's going to surpass that. And if it does, that's highly sus to me. But I clicked on SteamDB to check out their numbers. And I noticed something. So let me bring up my post here on Twitter for you guys. Now, I noticed that yesterday, if you remember, on Saturday Night Hypnosis, if you watched, we were going over the game analytics information for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. And a couple of things were brought up, okay? So this is the initial screenshot from the stream. I went back to the stream to make sure I caught the screenshot so that I knew what I was talking about. But yesterday, Game Analytics had an estimate that Dragon Age: The Veilguard sold 536,000 copies, okay? With a gross revenue of about $28.9 million, and players total 536,000 with an average playtime of 3.3 hours, okay? Very, very, very strange, but no problem. So that was yesterday. As of today, I want you guys to notice this, okay? As of today, it went down, but it didn't just go down a little bit. It went down by almost 110,000 copies sold. If we go to this new screenshot here, this is the screenshot that I took about an hour ago. It says copies sold 429,000 copies with a gross revenue of $23.1 million with an average playtime of 8.1 hours. And again, I want you guys to understand something. I'm sure this number is going to go up. It just, this thing leads to a couple of questions, right? This leads to a couple of questions for me. Now, people are going to call out the first thing, which is the average playtime going up to 8.1 hours from 3.3 hours. I don't think it's very strange for those numbers to go up, especially if the copies sold went down, right? Because if the copies sold went down, that means there's a smaller pool of people to choose from when it comes to average playtime. So that naturally means that number is going to go up, right? So the average playtime going up when the copies sold went down by 110,000 really doesn't seem that odd to me. Number two, this could be very much related to refunds. Now, I know a lot of people were talking about the game being refunded in mass, but I really didn't see much proof about that statement. So I was looking, and I noticed this number, and I'm like, oh, wow, it dropped by 110,000. Now, keep in mind, to be fair, these are estimates, okay? They are estimates from this website, and I don't necessarily trust this website fully, but I do find it interesting that the number went dramatically down so much. Like, I can understand, okay, 5K, 10K, 15K, whatever. The number went down by 110,000. That is a huge, huge number. That is 1/5. That is 1/5 of your number of your player base that it went down. So I got to be honest. Probably sounds like it's refunds to some extent, and also maybe what do you call that? Maybe like an analytical error to some extent. You know, maybe they overestimated whatever. But there's no way you overestimated by 110,000. There's just no fucking way. So what I've been saying is from the beginning, these people were buying the game. A lot of streamers were buying the game, playing it for 2 hours, and then refunding it, which is exactly why the playtime was so low. And then when you start removing those people and removing those refunds, suddenly the playtime goes up, because then you have the actual amount of people who are playing the game who are either streaming it all the way to the end, or who are buying it just because, they bought it, or they got the game for free. Now, one question I do have, because I don't know the answers for this, okay? I don't know the answer for this at all. I need an understanding to this. If anybody has an answer, let me know in the chat if you can, okay? Let me know, please. So it says 429,000 copies sold, right? Everybody listening to me? 429,000 copies sold. And then on the bottom, it says copies sold in the last 7 days, 305,000 copies. So I'm a little confused. The game has only been out for 4 days. The game has been out for 4 days. So does that mean that this game had 120,000 pre-orders? That's how many people pre-ordered this game? Am I understanding that correctly? 120,000 pre-orders? Is that I just want to make sure I'm on the right page here. 120 some odd thousand pre-orders. Because that seems really fucking high. But then again, it was number what? Like 4 or 5, I think. It might mean up to 7 days. Yeah, but the thing is the game hasn't been out in the last 7 days. Like it's only been 4 days. Right? So I gotta imagine that's gotta be pre-orders. Like the number difference between 305 and 429 has to be pre-orders. Also, it could also be pre-orders and review copies, free copies, basically all those copies that didn't count for a purchase, right? Right? It's gotta include that as well. So that means that the game has actually only sold in the last 4 days 305,000 copies on Steam. Right? I gotta imagine that's the number. So pre-orders and free copies and review copies and all that stuff, copies sold might exclude free. It doesn't. There's no way for them to differentiate. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like how would they differentiate? Because they just go based off how many people actually have the game in their library, right? Because there's other games that have been given away for free that have counted towards player counts. Unknown 9 is probably one of them. Retail store order. Yeah, I don't know about retail store order because they're not transparent about their numbers. It shows 368,000 sold right now. Okay, well, let's check it out right now. Hold on. Check it out right now. So if you guys are not aware for whatever reason, the game is currently at 61,000 players with an 89,000 all-time peak 6 hours ago. Now Game Analytic is saying that it's at 368,000. Let me make it bigger. Hold on. 368,000 copies sold in the last 7 days and 469,000 copies sold in general. So it went up slightly. So I don't know. I just find this to be a little bit strange to see the number drop so damn much. But like I said, it's only a matter of time before the number goes up. Look at the average playtime. Now the average playtime went up to 15 hours. So that's interesting. The average playtime damn near doubled from the last one. And I took that screenshot earlier, not just like an hour and a half ago. An hour and a half to 2 hours ago. Upgrade to premium. I think I should probably upgrade to premium. But I mean, what's the point to upgrade to premium? So I can see outstanding wish lists and gross revenue. I mean, I really don't care how many people wish listed this game, to be honest with you. So I just wanted to bring these numbers to your attention because I just find it very strange to see it drop so much. And then I know it's going to go up. I get that. But to drop by 110,000 just seems a little odd to me. I never have seen Game Analytics or any analytical website drop by that much after just 1 day. I've never seen it happen. And again, you gotta imagine how many of that is free, how many of that is like review codes, free copies, whatever the case would be. How many of that is actually like, involved in those numbers? We really don't know, because unfortunately we're never gonna get that level of transparency. It sucks, but that's just what it is. So that's all I wanted to bring up to your attention. We're gonna keep looking at these numbers, see how they grow. At this point in time, though, considering that this was the weekend, this was the time for them to hit 100,000. They didn't do it, and I will say if the number continues to rise, because if you look, the number is continuing to rise every single day, and it just seems a little bit weird to me. I've never seen a game do that. Never, very rarely. The last time we saw that happen was Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong kept going up and up and up for a few days, and then eventually it tapered off. But this game seems like it's doing that as well, but who knows? Could be. But I think after the weekend, I think the game is shot. But we're going to find out if it's going to hit 100K at some point. But we'll see. We shall see. But I just wanted to bring that attention to you guys so you have the full transparency of the numbers, because I know people were asking. All right, let's catch up on Super Chats. And then after we catch up on Super Chats, we're going to go into the first video reaction, which is about Smash JT. So let's catch up really quick. We got Kiera Lunar for a 2 saying D's nuts. Nice. Nice one. Nice one. Levistro for a 5. Why do squirrels go after men and not women? One has nuts. One is nuts. I know it's a low-hanging joke. Damn, Levistro. Damn, Levistro. Come on, Levistro. We got Evil Spear Hopper Fluffy Bunny. What the fuck kind of name is that? What kind of name is that? Oh my God. That squirrel with a gun game was made for Peanut. Peanut with a gun, Nut with a vengeance. Listen, I'm telling you right now, if Peanut was that squirrel that had a gun like in the game, those feds would not have lasted. Those feds would not have lasted. Those feds would have got destroyed by the squirrel. But unfortunately, he wasn't. Peanut was too innocent. James Ott with a 5. If you refund a game, you do not lose the hours played. Pre-orders and free keys likely included NVIDIA guesstimates too. Probably. Shout out to Smash JT in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. Probably. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. The hours played, like you said, it just takes an average from all game accounts. So I don't really care too much about the hours played as much as the achievements. You know, in all actuality, let me check it. Just out of curiosity. I'm just curious. Let's check and see. What are we looking at here? Let's see. So according to this, 83% of players finished part 1. 70% of players finished part 2. 64% finished part 3. 45% finished part 4. So more than half of the player base is not even up to part 4. And I want you guys to understand it's only about an hour and change in between each part. So I find that to be pretty interesting. I got up to part 7 today, which means I am part of 18% of people. I got up to part 7 today. I thought I was already in part 7, but I'm not. I got up to it today, and I'm almost done with it. So we'll see. Where are we at? We got Chara Chara trying to get me trapped with a 5. What did the Korean say to the Somali? I'm not saying that. Nice try, though. Kiera Lunar actually asked an interesting question. How far into the game until you get preached at? Well, the funny thing is you don't get to Tosh until part 7. You don't get to Tosh till part 7. So you don't actually know about the preaching until part 7. But the transgender ideology stuff, that happens pretty early in the game. That happens at like the end of part 2 or something like that. That happens pretty early. You have to make that decision pretty early. But the Tosh situation where she's unsufferable, yeah, that doesn't happen until part 7. That's when you meet her. So take that for what it's worth. Levistro with a 10. Black Myth had more players opening night than Veilguard. Keep in mind, Dragon Age IP is more popular. So is it a win? No. An indie studio outperformed them opening night. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, it's not a win. We know that. They don't want to admit that that's the case, but that is the case, right? Dragon Age to Veilguard, an established IP with an established franchise, everything like that, and you can't even pull 100K. Whereas another, and people are saying, well, you know, there's other established IPs. What about that? Yeah, there is. Baldur's Gate 3, for example, that's an established IP that pulled almost 900K on the opening day. Look at Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter established IP. They gave the fans what they want. They got a 450K beta. Right? Look at Space Marine 2. Gave the fans more of what they wanted. They got 220,000 current players on damn near opening day. So again, we have plenty of established franchises that give the gamers what they want and have super high numbers because of it. Veilguard hitting 89K is not impressive for a game that has the name Dragon Age attached to it. And I'm telling you right now, Dragon Age Veilguard will absolutely be way higher than it ever was if they gave the gamers what they want. If this was a genuine Dragon Age game and it gave people what they were actually looking for in Dragon Age, this number would be well over 100,000. That's just the truth of it. It would be well over 100,000. Adair Sota with a 5. All we can do is wait patiently to see the heartbeat if it goes down or up for this game. I mean, at this point, I'm not really waiting patiently anymore. I was kind of curious over the weekend numbers, but that's it at that point. Like whatever happens after the week, I don't really care about. I'm gonna finish the game on my stream, and then we're moving on. Because at this point, it's like everybody knows about the nonsense in the game. If you're gonna buy it, buy it. That's fine. If you're not gonna buy it, don't buy it. If you're gonna wait for a sale, then wait for a sale. Anime operator for a 5. You play the squirrel with a gun game this month. Do you lose? No, not November. Yeah, you do. You do. You automatically lose immediately. Okay, where are we at? Do we got anything on Rumble? Nothing on Rumble. Okay, perfect. Let me bring this down really quick, and we're gonna talk about now. Let's do this. Let's talk about this Asmongold video. So this particular video is interesting so far because I watched like 5 minutes of it, and I realized I had to react to it at this point. Like once I watched that little bit of the video, I already knew what this was going to be about. So I don't know who this content creator is on the screen right here in this terrible frozen animation, whatever. I don't know who this is. Obviously, everybody knows Asmongold, but I have no idea who this is. He has a shirt that says Adventure Time, whatever. Anyway, so this particular person was doing a first impressions reaction after about, I don't know, like I think he said 8 hours into the game. And a lot of stuff he was saying in the beginning, I do not agree with at all. And I kind of wanted to give my own personal take on it because I've played the game up until the same point that it seems like he's at. So I think it's a good comparison between the two. So let's talk about this and let's actually watch this and kind of go from here. But this is going to be a little bit of an inception. Wow, that is a great pause. Damn, this guy's going to be easier to pause than Smash JT. Let me tell you, this is going to be way easier to pause. All right, let's watch this and let's see what we got going on from here. Here we go. Volume's up. Volume's up. Here we go.
Dragon Age Veilguard. So I played this game now for about 8 hours.
It's about the same as me.
The first 2 hours of the
Bro, somebody in chat called him Peter Dinklage. Wow.
Stream were sponsored. And I now have a pretty good idea about my initial feelings of this game. Now, I do need to say that I know this game is long, and I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of it, so we will most likely make another thoughts video when I am done.
That's 2 reacts.
But I'm getting the question all the time. What do I think of this game? Make a quick video giving you my thoughts. Dragon Age Veilguard is
Please say it's a return to form.
Fine.
It's fine.
It's pretty.
That's worse. That's worse. Calling something just fine is worse than saying it's a return to form. I would rather have a return to form. You know what I mean? Give me return to form over it's fine. Bro, it's fine. It's like one of the worst things you can say about a video game, to be honest with you.
It runs well. The
can't relate.
So it's pretty and it runs well. I will agree that the environments are pretty. I will agree that it runs well on PC. I don't know about console. I've heard some people having a little bit of lag on a console. But I want you guys to keep in mind, out of the 8-hour playthrough this streamer had, 2 hours of it was sponsored. So take that for what it's worth.
Combat is engaging. The overall story arc.
The combat is not engaging, by the way. I don't agree with that in the slightest. And I'll show you later on. Let's just keep going.
At this point, as a Dragon Age fan, I am really enjoying.
Personally, as somebody who came into the game, like I've never played Dragon Age before. This is my first game in the series.
Say it.
I thought it sucked.
There you go. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, as a Dragon Age fan myself, I have to agree with Asmongold here, unfortunately. That's just the truth of it. I have to agree with Asmongold because, to be honest with you, it is not good. And the longer it gets, the worse it gets. That's the unfortunate thing, right? The longer the game gets into it, the worse the story gets, the worse the dialogue gets.
It wasn't bad. But like, it wasn't terrible, but like, it just kind of is not really that good.
The sound design is pretty good.
Uh-huh.
And if you take it,
the sound design is very good. I agree with that. I want you guys to understand that the sound design is very good. Very, very good.
Exactly for what it is fine. Now, when I say
stop
fine,
saying fine,
that means some parts of it are good, or even
that's true. That part of it, I think that's true. Because, like, okay, we say it's a 6. Would you hook up with a 6, guys? Who would hook up with a 6?
All right, chat. Time to play the game. Time to play the game. Here we go. I'm ending this poll and I'm starting a new poll. Let's see. Would you hook up with a 6? Hell yeah, cuh. No way, cuh. Come on, vote. Let's see. I got a poll going out right now. Let's go. Come on, be honest. Be honest. Don't fucking lie. Don't fucking lie. Don't lie in the chat. Let's see. Let's see. Now, keep in mind, on a scale, a 6 is above average. A 6 is above average. Everybody's saying, it depends. I need more data. Bro, come on. Come on. Stop fucking lying. You don't need data. A 6 is above average. So we got 54%, 55% of people saying yes, and 45% of people saying no. I'm going to have to call out the 45%. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to have to call out the 45%. Not going to lie to you. We're not talking about like a Dragon Age 6. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about a Dragon Age 6. Hickey says, but Hypnotic, you never mentioned the pronouns. Hey, listen, it is what it is. Okay, we got some more. We got some more honest people. It went up to 56% saying yes. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm gonna let this poll keep going. We got 309 votes right now. I'm gonna let this poll. Okay, it's going up. I'm gonna let it keep going while we watch the video.
They're fine, right? There it is.
Above good.
Hook up, yeah, like hook up as in a quickie, not a date. Like a quickie. You know what I'm saying?
Above average.
It's fine.
This is excellent. Like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. And it actually runs really well. The voice acting also. The voice acting is pretty great. In most cases, like most characters, I love hearing.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, so he's compared. I think a lot of you guys are confusing two different things. He's talking about voice acting. You're probably thinking of dialogue. I think the voice acting itself is like fine.
Why would anybody think of dialogue when it comes to voice acting? Like voice acting is voice acting. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe there is people out there that think that, but like voice acting is voice acting. When people think of, oh, the writing is bad, that's what they're thinking of, the dialogue and the actual story being told. But like the game does have pretty average voice acting. A lot of the characters have all the prototypical accents you can expect from every single diversity checklist. They all sound the same. You got your Wakandas, you got your Jafars from Aladdin, you got all kinds of shit. You got your scam callers, you got your Bob Whiteys every now and then. And then you got a little bit of Latino spice thrown in there. But for the most part, it's all pretty much expected. At least until you get to Tosh. And then what ends up showing up on the screen is a 6'5" bulky Kunari with lipstick who sounds like a TikTok teenager who's angry that her mother won't accept her fucking pronouns. That's when things start to fucking go downhill from there, which unfortunately you don't find out until part 7 anyway.
I don't like the dialogue at all, but I think the voice acting itself, the way that the words are said, is pretty good. Sure, that's all right.
Hearing them. In fact, most characters, the delivery is so good that sometimes it can trump the part that I don't like.
Ooh, choice of words. Choice of words. You can't use the word Trump when you're talking about video games. Can't do that. Get canceled real quick.
The big thing about this game that is, I don't want to say grating, but it's wearing on me. And the big thing about this game that's wearing on me a little bit is the quality of the writing.
the chat is spamming Trump. all because he said it would trump yo, that's hilarious.
And when I say quality of the writing, I don't mean the overall story, but I mean the dialogue between the characters.
So fucking cringe. cringe.
Very cringe.
Like,
and I also want you guys to understand, again, I can't talk about what was said in the DMs because I promised him I wouldn't say word for word. But let's just say Abu Bakr Salim, okay, when I had my discussions with him about Dragon Age the Veilguard, he is literally mimicking exactly what is being said here about the dialogue. So just take that for what it's worth.
So I was doing like the what's the word for it? Like the reputation quest line for Hulkenberg in Metaphor. And then the day after that, I played Dragon Age. And it was like going from eating a Wagyu steak to eating a wheelbarrow full of dicks.
A wheelbarrow full of dicks.
It really was bad.
Well, why would you go from playing Metaphor to playing Dragon Age Veilguard? Like, that's setting you up for a massive failure. You know what I mean? I would wait until you finish one game before going to the next one, especially Veilguard, because Veilguard literally has some of the worst dialogue that I think we've ever seen. And I'm just being honest with you. It is seriously some of the worst dialogue attached to one of the prettiest looking worlds. Like, the graphics for the environments are really good, but the characters are so weird looking that it takes you out of it a little bit. They're pretty jarring. So you might be looking at the environment, and the next thing you know, you're slapped in the face with a fucking androgynous looking, I don't know, Jafar looking character. And then you're like, okay, that's a little weird. Yeah, so for the most part, and then once you hear them speak, it's worse. You know what I mean? Once you hear them speak, so have you ever met someone who was so fucking hot, some chick that was so fucking hot, right? Like a 9 or a 10, you know what I mean? Like a 9 or 10 out of 10. IGN, I'm not talking about an IGN 9. I'm talking like a real 9 or 10 out of 10. You ever met someone so fucking hot and then all of a sudden they talk and you're like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. You ever met someone where they just fucking, like, the moment they start talking, it's like, bro, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to fucking hear you talk. You're fucking it up. You know what I mean? Somebody said your wife. Damn, that's crazy. So yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So when I go into Dragon Age the Veilguard, I'm like, oh, look at these nice environments. Okay, this looks kind of nice. It's not exactly Dragon Age looking, but it's still nice looking. Like, I'm not gonna shit on it. And I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice. And then all of a sudden, you got this bitch over here be like, so I'm non-binary. Fuck, man.
It's incredibly unnatural. It's very forced.
Yep.
And it's very basic.
Yep.
And where in previous games, I would look forward to characters talking to each other or telling me bits about the world.
Yep.
I kind of dread when it happens in this game because it feels so homogenized, basic, and frankly, like I'm being talked to like a child.
Oh my God. Finally, somebody says it. Can I get a cheer? Bro, that's literally everything that we have been saying as we've been playing the game. Everything we have been saying. And it's not even just the dialogue. I want people to understand this. It's not just the dialogue that makes you feel that way. It's the gameplay that makes you feel that way too. And I just realized I paused on Asmongold picking his nose. What the fuck? I'm so sorry, Asmongold. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Shit. I know you like to apologize, but I'll apologize to you for that one. That's rough. That's rough, but I had no choice. You got this guy looking disappointed at Asmongold for picking his nose. Listen, I can't. It is what it is. So listen. So what I was trying to say is, it's not just the dialogue, right? It's not just the dialogue that makes people feel that way. It's the gameplay too. I want you guys to understand. And again, I actually played this game, unlike the shills on Twitter who are trying to say, oh, it's a 10 out of 10, the most amazing game ever that I've ever seen. I've actually played this game. And even like the puzzles literally make it feel like you're retarded. right? Like the game talks to you as if you're stupid. The game talks down to you. The game's like, hey, solve this puzzle. And then they show you where the thing is you have to go grab. And then after you grab the thing, it says, hey, place that thing here because you can't figure out that the item you just picked up, you got to place on the spot, on the little spot, like 2 inches to the left. No, you can't figure that out. So the NPC's got to tell you, hey, place that right there. You know what I'm saying? So it just gets to the point where, like, what are we doing? Why are you doing this? So, and then the dialogue is the same exact way. The dialogue is the same way. They talk, the characters talk to you. They talk to Rook like Rook is retarded. That's how they talk to Rook. And then Rook also talks to the other characters like they're retarded too. So it's one big circle jerk or retardation.
This is true. So this is the way that, like, I know that the game doesn't respect your intelligence and treats you like a retard. The fact that I can figure out the puzzles.
Oh shit! I literally just said that. Oh shit! I didn't. Oh wow! No, that's funny. I gotta hear this.
Come on. There's no way that should have happened.
It is, they're constantly just, they're not adding to the scenes when they talk. They're making
fucking so true.
They're not.
A rock falls down. Well, that happened. Right?
Oh, that's it's so bad that it's so true. Like the way Asmongold just reacted, it's literally just like that. Like if you guys haven't been watching my Griffcast streams, you probably don't know. Right? You probably don't know because you haven't seen it, or maybe you watch other gameplay. But I'm telling you, man, the people who watch Griffcast, they know what I'm saying is true about this dialogue.
Who know what's going on. They're making sure you understand it. It's basic dialogue designed to deliver information.
Yep.
Not to deliver an immersive narrative experience.
It's crazy how, you know what, you want to know 2 examples that I think do this so much better. I think Throne and Liberty really does a great job with this, with having the narrator paraphrase everything that happens in quests. And I think also, you know, whenever you're moving around in the Gauntlet Runner in Metaphor, where like the narrator there kind of tells you like what you're doing and where you're going. Like, I think that like
another good example is Disco Elysium, right? Disco Elysium is another good example of narration done properly. Baldur's Gate 3's narrator, great example of narration done properly, right? Like there's ways to do it without talking down to the player and making them feel retarded, or making the characters in the world feel retarded.
Like there's just so many use cases that are, again, guys, I'm not allowed to play Baldur's Gate 3 until I play every single other turn-based game that's ever been created. And so I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 yet. I'm working through Metaphor, then we're going to have to do a bunch of other ones. But the fact is that I don't know. I think that the dialogue is just, there are a lot of use cases where dialogue is great. And I just think that Dragon Age Veilguard, the dialogue, in my opinion, is the weakest part of the entire game.
Yep. Which is not good for a game that is based like its story, it's its selling point, right? Like you don't buy a Dragon Age game unless you're looking for a role-playing experience that is really like it's a deep role-playing experience. You're not going to buy a Dragon Age game like you would a Call of Duty game, right? Nobody buys a Call of Duty game for its narrative experience. Even though there are people that love the single-player campaign, ultimately you're buying it for multiplayer, right? That's probably 95% of people. With a Dragon Age game, you're buying it for the experience. You're buying it for the narrative experience. You're going to, like, if you don't have that, you don't have a Dragon Age game, which is what we've been saying for the longest time.
If I was to say, what's the worst part of the game? The dialogue.
And the choices, too. I haven't really made that much of impactful choices. Like, the choices that I make in the game are very minuscule for the most part. Even some of the bigger ones that I made, like, to let the mayor live or die. Okay, sure.
I think that's one of the biggest problems with this game. The dialogue in this game is not immersive dialogue. It is vehicular dialogue.
Yep.
And that is the term that I would use for Dragon Age Veilguard.
Also, keep in mind, too, you really can't have a true role-playing experience because you can only be a good guy. You can only be a good guy. There is no bad guy option. There is no, hey, I want to be a dick. You can't be a dick. And then in order to get the platinum trophy for the game, you have to have one trans character at least. Which means you have to be a trans character. They force the ideology on you if you want to get a platinum trophy. So much for the whole thing being optional. Remember how they said, oh, it's optional. It's just in the character creator. No, not at all. That's not true. You are forcing it on people if they want to get the platinum trophy.
It is not Baldur's Gate 3. It is not Cyberpunk. It is not writing to make you feel like you're in the world. It is.
That's a really good way of saying it. It's not immersive writing. I completely agree with that perspective. That's really smart. Yeah.
I would agree with that too.
Writing to project you forward or make sure you know what you need to continue on. It feels like tutorial writing. It feels like it's not there to add. It's there to confirm that you know what's going on.
You're a good boy.
And
that is literally, oh my God, that's a great explanation. That is a great explanation because that's literally what it is. When you are playing throughout the game is literally taking every option it possibly can, every minute of the game to remind you and confirm that you know what you need to do next. Between the markers on the map, between the actual dialogue of the characters trying to tell you what to do, it's constantly trying to make sure that you know what to do. And it's actually bringing me back to an argument that was had, and I know, great pause. I know, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I know. I don't know how I do it. I just have the skill of the pause. I really don't know. But it brings you back to the conversation that we used to have about accessibility versus gameplay, right? So people were constantly asking and begging and demanding from software to make the Dark Souls games easier in order to make them more accessible. And people were trying to say, well, no. Accessibility doesn't mean that the game is going to become easier. It just means it's more accessible. I'm like, you sound fucking retarded when you say that, but that's besides the point. They are constantly begging for that. And it would become a point where it would ruin the experience for others. Dragon Age: The Veilguard is what it means when a game goes maximum accessibility. When a game goes maximum accessibility to the point where the story and the gameplay is affected, you get Veilguard. Because that's how it feels playing the game. It feels like I should be in a wheelchair with no arms playing this game with robotic fingers. That's how it feels. It feels like I feels like I might as well be basically, I guess handicapped or something. Because that's how it treats every player. Every player gets treated that way. Even on the hardest difficulties, it doesn't matter. It's about the story, the dialogue, and the way the gameplay is shown. That doesn't change between difficulties. All that changes is health and damage. That's it. Everything else stays the same. So it treats you like a literal fucking child.
That works in some games. That's okay in some games. But this
like the stream, boys,
is
like
an
the stream.
Immersive, large role-playing game. You are playing.
Well, and you see how kind of like this problem. So like, it's like a weird thing where, the meta level problem of talking down to the player. Let me go ahead and just make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see everything.
What the fuck kind of graph is this? What are we making
This is
right
a
now?
problem that manifests itself in multiple ways. And for example, it manifests itself in the way of annoying dialogue. That
bro, you did not spell dialogue with an O.
What Co is saying.
He did not spell dialogue with an O. Dialogue? Oh my god. Dialogue. This man spelled dialogue. That's great. That's fucking great.
I'm just gonna say that. And then it also manifests itself in talking about social issues. And they both come from the same tree. of talking down to the player.
Bro, what a
And
graph.
I think this
What a
is
graph.
where the problem is with a lot of these games.
What a graph.
Is that the games that try to ham-fist in ideology, oftentimes that is a mining canary for a deeper problem with the writing. And that deeper problem is not the social issues. It's what that infers from the rest of the story and how that type of writing will manifest itself in storytelling on a macro level for the whole game. You see kind of where I'm coming from here? Yeah. Just a visualization.
That was an
And
interesting
granted, you could say it's
tree.
an action role-playing game, but still, you are a person and you need to be treated as that role. But the dialogue is not treating us as Rook.
It's not
the leader of the resistance. I'm not being talked to like an adult who's leading people. I'm being talked to like I'm a kid that needs to have his hand held through every area.
Especially, I want you guys to understand something. This is true. What he's saying is true, but it's especially true once you meet Tosh. Once you meet Tosh, the gloves come off, bro. At first, they treat you like a retard. They treat you like a kid. But when Tosh gets introduced, oh, that's it. That is it. Then they just wreck you. They wreck you. They treat you like you're a bigot. They treat you like you're, I don't know, uneducated about gender studies. Hey, you feel like you walked into a room with some college kid who just got their fucking degree in gender studies and is still working at Mickey D's or something. And they're angry about it, right? They're angry about their life because they were told that a gender studies degree would get them, I don't know, maximum return on their fucking college investment. And it just didn't turn out that way. And so they get angry and they try to make their entire life about them, narcissism, whatever. That's how it feels when it comes to Tosh. So just so you guys are aware. And that's why I said it gets worse. And I don't know if he got up to Tosh because he said he played 8 hours, but maybe he played slower than I did. But again, I played about 7 hours, give or take 7-8 hours. And I'm up to Tosh now. So I'm assuming he's up to Tosh as well, which is probably why he's venting, because after playing the game and you're getting introduced to Tosh and she talks down to you the moment you meet her, from beginning all the way until basically where I'm at in the game, she's literally talking down to you. You can't tell me who I am. You can't tell me who I can be. And then she's like, obviously, she talks like an angry fucking teenager.
And that,
do you remember? Hey, stupid.
She's a whiny bitch.
So there's a block, and then you have to put the block in the hole that's the same size as the block. Hey, remember this? Remember? Hey, dumbass. Do you remember whenever you had to do this before? You got to do it again. Hey, look. Hey, the block's over here.
Yep.
You should use it on the hole over there.
Yep.
Why don't you pick the block up? Hey, listen.
That is so accurate.
I never get to play that role. So that's where the big thing is with this game.
No, dude,
I feel like they've overgamed it. And by overgaming it, by making the dialogue so vehicular, they have significantly reduced all the stuff
immersion
that I feel a lot of us love in these games. Which is
like Cyberpunk. Like I was playing Cyberpunk and I was in deep.
Yeah.
Because it had so much vocabulary and language that provided a perspective of escapism.
And Cyberpunk's setting and lore is actually pretty damn good. And when you're experiencing the game, you really feel like you're part of whatever faction you ended up picking. Like you genuinely feel that way. And it gives you that experience depending on obviously the faction you pick and your choices or whatever. But it's actually a really, really good role-playing experience. Obviously, the game was shit when it came out. And it was super buggy, and they deserve all the criticism and the fucking like CD Projekt Red just maximum fucked that up. But it was really good in terms of like a role playing experience. It's really good. You don't get that here, like not even in the slightest.
And I think that games can do that. They can create that escapism, and creating a lot of like modern language. Like Cyberpunk had modern language, but it had like like future language, like all the like weird vocabulary.
But you know what? So that actually brings up a good point. So on Saturday Night Hypnosis, we were reacting to a clip about Tosh coming out as non-binary, right? We were reacting to it because it was super awkward. the way that they do it was super awkward. And it, like, she just sits down at a table. She sighs like a YouTuber apology sigh, and she goes, "So, I'm non-binary." Now, mind you, her mother and Rook were talking about something totally fucking serious, and she decides to ruin the entire conversation with "I'm non-binary." Okay. What I'm trying to say is, like how Cyberpunk has it where the language is a mix of modern day and in-game, where they make it all seem in-game. They are even self-aware in Dragon Age the Veilguard when Tasha's mother says, "Oh, non-binary," it sounds like what you're trying to describe is something else that we call people who were born in the wrong body in the Kun. I forgot what it's called. I think Ash Talak or something like that. We call that Ash Talak. Perhaps that's what you are. They even have an in-game lore word for it. But no, Tasha's like, "Bitch, I'm a narcissist. It's going to be non-binary, and that's it. I don't care if there's already a term for it. I don't care if there's a lore term for it. No, I want to be non-binary because that's what I learned on TikTok." So it's like you had an opportunity. You had a legitimate opportunity. If you wanted to talk about gender shit, you had an actual real term that you could have used in the game that is lore accurate, and you still chose to use modern day non-binary bullshit. You still chose to use that over the in-game term that you created. So you kind of set yourself up for this. Again, I don't understand.
Getting lost in them. We love to get lost in these games. I want to be Rook. But I can't be Rook. When I pull up to a dock and I get 3 sentences from a person explaining what a dock is and why there should be boats there and they're not. Like, that's...
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's so accurate. It hurts.
There's nobody here. It's market day and everybody's gone. What? I think there's something wrong.
And there's that kind of stuff all over the place where it's just like obvious stuff, obvious things looking around. And most importantly, it's devoid of that dialogue that like adds to the region.
Yep.
You know, it's one thing to pull up to an area and have the person say, "Oh, it's a dock. There should be boats here," and it's empty. It's another thing to pull up and be like, "Oh, it's this dock. I was here 4 years ago. It was packed with people. I had a shop over there, and I remember this flooding with areas, and now I can't believe it's this empty." Like, one of those is a character expressing emotion over something they lost. The other is delivering information. Like,
the other is fulfilling a word count requirement before you turn in your essay in 7th grade. That's what it is.
Looked it up on Wikipedia. So
it's so true.
And it's weird. It's weird. So it's and that happens all the time where I feel like I'm being educated or told. And there's
I got educated yesterday. Remember that? By the mirror? I got re-educated.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, the mirror. So he's probably talking about when you look in the mirror in your bedroom, you can essentially become trans. If I'm not mistaken. That's actually pretty hilarious.
For the record, there's this other scene in the game that I've seen but I haven't encountered yet. And I'm not going to talk about the scene, but what I will say is when I saw that scene, the internet is exploding over the content of the scene. I watched that scene and all I could think of is, screw the content of the scene. I feel like I'm watching a Dare commercial in middle school. Like, I felt like
Oh, God. I'm doing push-ups because I misgendered you. I used the wrong pronouns. Oh, my God.
I was sitting in the audience at middle school watching a bunch of adults do a performance that was supposed to tell me how to feel about something.
Yeah, the weird thing is that I don't know if you guys had the same thing in school, like back in the 90s, but man, there's nothing that made me want to try drugs more than watching the commercials that they had on not to try drugs.
Oh my God.
Those were fucking terrible, huh?
Screw whatever it is I'm supposed to feel about.
Yeah.
The whole framework of that is just uncomfortable. Like, that's not why we play games. That's not like forget the message.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not it. So anyway, I know this got a little ranty, but It's really hard.
It's patronizing the player and talking down to the player. That's the root of the issue. And patronizing players on social issues is simply a branch.
Take a game like this seriously when we live in a world of Baldur's Gate 3s and Cyberpunks.
Yeah.
It's really tough when there's this much of a schism where it's like where some games do it so well and then other games just don't. And I do need to point out at this point, we're talking about one facet of Veilguard. I know you guys are probably going like, "Oh, Co hates Dragon Age Veilguard. This is terrible." Blah, blah, blah. But no, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this one part of Veilguard is so bad that it kind of drags down the other parts. And
Lost Ark did that. I have never seen a game with worse dialogue than Lost Ark. And you know what makes it even funnier? The fact that Lost Ark was delayed.
Somebody, the engineer in the chat says, when you've lost the full-size Peter Dinklage, you've lost us all. Oh, shit. Stop with the fucking Peter Dinklage.
By Amazon,
Peter Dinklage,
because the dialogue was bad and they wanted to delay it so they could make the dialogue better. I wonder what it was like before the delay.
And that stinks. And the reason I make videos like this is for a very small chance that one day somebody in a decision point sees a video like this and goes, "Oh,
nope,
maybe we're better off taking risks instead of homogenizing our product."
Nope. That is just not going to happen. That is not going to happen. You want to know why? Because the developers, just like the shills, all have their heads in the sand. They all have their heads in the sand. They don't want to see it. They don't want to admit it's happening. For them, they're okay just selling, 500,000 to 1 million copies when they could have sold 5 to 10 million. They don't care. They don't care. You think these people care? You think the people on Twitter care? They're too busy trying to kill me. You think they give a fuck? They don't care, bro. The ideology has taken precedence over everything, and that is truly the definition of woke these days. When ideology takes precedence over everything, story, creativity, the gameplay, it's the message. The message takes over for everything. That's what's most important to them. And that's why they can never get to where Baldur's Gate 3 was. Because Baldur's Gate 3, as woke as that game was, it also offered you choice. Plain and simple. And it chose to focus on its dialogue over everything. It did what anime and manga does, which it knows how to tell a gay character story. Because they focus on the fucking story. They focus on telling you a good story over just saying, hey, this guy's gay, so you have to like it. This girl's gay, so you have to like it. That's what Veilguard's doing. Veilguard's like, hey, we're going to sell the message, and we're going to make you take it. And we're going to make sure that they wait until 2 hours into the game so that by the time you find out, it's too late to refund the game. That's Veilguard's sales strategy, to try to bait and switch people into the message as much as possible. So they don't care. They don't care. They do not care about the fucking sales or about the story or anything like that. For them, the message is the story. For them, the gender identity is the gameplay. For them, becoming a trans character is the actual purpose of this game. That's all they care about. Plain and simple.
Broader audience, which is what I feel like.
So I was going to say, so expecting these developers to give a fuck, bro. Do you know who's at the head of BioWare? Does this guy know who's at the head of BioWare? Who's the director of this game? Does he know? I feel like if he knew, he wouldn't even bothering to say this. But I'll just tell you, it's fucking Corin Bush, bro. Corin Bush is a trans activist. You think Corin Bush, the director of Veilguard, who's a trans activist, you think he's gonna care? No, bro. He's on his way right now to Mass Effect 5, getting ready to put trans scars on Shepard. That's just what it is.
Like is going on in this case. I think
that's exactly what happens, and he's completely right. And if you look at it from a macro level, I think that the problem is that companies have like these massive budgets for games, and the massive budgets for games make it to where they feel like they're required to hit such a wide audience of players that they end up devaluing and watering down the experience of the game. And it's like, you know, one size fits all is actually one size fits none. I think that's what happens with a lot of these AAA games.
I feel like when
It's
we
safe,
get dialogue like this in games, it's because it's being brought.
Somebody in the chat said, I'm so glad to see that Peter Dinklage finally grew up. I'm fucking sick, bro.
Down to such a basic level that everyone will be able to understand it. They don't want to take risks. And
yeah, like whenever I was playing Metaphor, I was doing Stroll's quest line and I couldn't find the fish vendor.
Okay, who said that? I gotta find the chat, man. I gotta scroll. There's too much chat going on. Somebody in the chat said Peter Dinklage took growth hormone. I'm fucking done, bro.
And do you want to know why I couldn't find the fish vendor? It's because I wasn't really paying attention while I was reading the quest, and I was mentally AFK. Now I found it. I didn't have to look on the Google either. It took me 30 minutes. That would have never happened in Dragon Age Veilguard. They were to say, oh, the fish vendor. Oh, and there'd be like 7 NPCs that you're walking towards. Oh, I sure like eating fish from the fish vendor that's directly to the left of me. Oh, wow. I can't wait to go to the fish vendor that's just a little bit farther next to me. And then there's like, you look at your map and there's an indicator and it says fish vendor. And then your heroes, the companions are like, hey, yeah, I think the fish vendor's just ahead. Keep going in this direction.
Bro, you guys think that he's joking, but he's not joking. That's literally what this game is. This game is one big neon sign of you need to go here. We want you to go here. Oh, you think you can explore? No. You need to go here. Right here. Follow the big red arrow. Look, right here. You need to pick up this item and put this item right here. That's what this game is.
And then, like, if you get near him, there's like a big indicator over his head, and it's a fucking fish. It's like, hey, you fucking retard. Click on this guy. Fucking moron.
It's seriously true.
We need to make sure devs.
Oh, ladder arisen.
Like that. We don't play games.
Guys, keep
liking the stream. Sever the tail.
Liking the stream. Appreciate you.
For homogenized dialogue. That is not why we like games.
Yeah.
We like games because they surprise us and they make us think. And they give us things we're not expecting. And they're interesting because we haven't done them 50 times before.
Yeah.
That's why we like these games. The main story in this game is doing that for me, which is why I'm still playing this game. I'm a huge Dragon Age fan. The main story and the stuff happening in it right now at the 8 to 10 hour mark.
I'm playing it because I still haven't had gay sex in the game yet. But I mean, everybody has their own reasons, right?
Engaged in. I like it. So, like, let's just take that kind of thing and be a little riskier and more interesting with the writing. And this could be a damn decent, like, we could be having a completely different type of video right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of where we are.
The writing.
That's my thoughts on this. I'm going to continue playing it. I'm still enjoying it. I'm probably going to focus the main story. Like, I feel weird saying that in a DA game, but the companion quests and stuff in these games, like, we may do some to check them, but I don't know. I don't know what all I know for sure is that as of now, I plan on finishing the main story because I do want to see what the main story has to offer. I do love Solus. I love the characters. I want to see what's going to happen to him. But
is Solus a good character? I think that he is the only character that I would say could be considered as good.
We wouldn't know because he's sidelined for a lot of the game. Like the characters that people care about, which is Solus, Varric, you know what I mean? Even Morrigan. Varric is in a bed for the entire game that I've played so far. He's in a bed, unable to move. Solus is stuck in your fucking mind, trapped, unable to move the entire game outside of the intro. The only time you ever get to see him is in flashback scenes. And that's like a little bit. But for the most part, he's just completely sidelined. It's like, what are we doing? Like all the characters people care about are sidelined. And then the characters that are not are the ones that are boring that everybody's complaining about.
I don't find any of the other characters interesting at all. I think Solus is the only character that, at least so far in like my experience in the game, is okay. He used to be. Well, no, that's my opinion, right? Like I think that like compared to all the other,
Chad is saying Isabella has been desecrated too. I know, I get it. It's just it's a lot of bullshit that's in this game that people just don't want to admit. To be honest with you,
characters, he's pretty much the best one. That's my opinion.
That's incredible that the character that's sidelined is Asmongold's favorite one. How the fuck that happened? I don't even know.
Varric, I think Varric is okay. I like Varric, but I think Solus is a more compelling character. Personally. It's not because he's bald. Shut the fuck.
Yeah, that's where we are. So anyway, TLDR.
No.
Thoughts on Dragon Age Veilguard. Some really good parts that are unfortunately obfuscated by some really lackluster parts.
True.
The total package, if you can bear with the bad parts, is not a bad game. But if you are playing Dragon Age Veilguard,
you got to eat around the
immersion,
dick.
for the immersive dialogue, for the same reasons you super enjoyed Baldur's.
Somebody in the chat, somebody in the chat said the reason why he likes Solus is because he's balding. Just oh my god, fucking ruthless.
3, you can't hate on someone for not liking this game.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! They can. Trust me. They're currently doing it. They're currently doing it to me. They absolutely can. They can hate on the characters that you make, which is amazing, right? Because this entire narrative around this game was, oh, you can make characters so you can see yourself, right? This is the most diverse and incredible character creator ever made in a video game ever, according to them, even though that's not true. And now that I've made the character that I want to personally make and roleplay with, I'm not allowed to do that because apparently that's just too mean, right? The name is too mean. The character is too mean. Everything is too mean, and it's not allowed. Although BioWare 100% allows it because they've allowed me to make the character in the game and they haven't banned those sliders and they haven't banned the name. So, I mean, what are we honestly doing? Either the game is immersive and you can roleplay and see yourself in the character, which is what I was trying to do, or it's not immersive and you can only roleplay and see yourself in the character if it's trans people making those characters in the first place. I mean, what are we doing? Right? If I want to make a character that mocks, I can make a character that mocks. I could do that. If I want to make an ugly ass fucking mocking character, I can. That's my right. That's my right within the game. Because if it's not that right, then I need people to take all their concerns and their fake virtue signals and go over to BioWare. Go over to BioWare and tell them, hey, you need to stop allowing characters like this to be made. You need to stop allowing characters like this to be made. Right? If you really have a problem with characters like that, tell them to stop allowing characters to be made like that. I have seen so many characters get posted on Twitter with wild names and wild looks. Right? I've seen characters called 41%. I've seen characters called fucking DEI hire. I've seen characters called transphobic. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's hilarious. These are the people who are like, oh, you're just coping. Nah, bro, I think it's hilarious because you want to know why I think it's hilarious? Number one, you're watching me right now. I know you are. You're watching me right now. Right now. Come on, say hi. Say hi in the chat. Stop lurking. Say hi. You're watching me right now. All because I made a character in a video game you didn't like. So you're watching me right now. So there's nobody coping other than you. Number one. So say hi. Come on, say hi. Just say hi. Number two. The only person who benefits from this is me. That's it. The only person who benefits from this. Because you guys continue to Streisand me every time you talk about me. You just don't know how to let it die off. This is why it's so hilarious. To not just me, but thousands of people. Thousands of people mock you and find you funny. Because you can't just take a fucking joke. It's impossible. It's literally impossible for you. You go around life logging on Twitter, pretending like you give a shit about the stuff that you're talking about. You log on Twitter every single day on $1,000 iPhone. You talk about oppression every single day. You talk about how mean people are because they made an ugly character that says it's a play on a word. Even though it sounds a little Spanish. Suicide. That's how you got to pronounce it. Suicide. That's how you got to pronounce it. But the funny thing is, let's be real here. The reason why you're angry is because the character hit too close to home. That's just the truth of it. The character hit too close to home. Did you see yourself in the character? Is that what it is? You see yourself in that character, don't you? Come on. Let's be real. Let's be honest. You see yourself in that character. You see yourself in that character. Look at this fucking loser, Max Gain, in my chat. So desperately. Notice me, senpai. Notice me, senpai. I'm going to post you on Reddit so that all my friends can tell me how amazing I am because I was in your chat. I was in your chat giving you watch time, giving you revenue, making sure you passed 1,000 concurrent viewers on this channel. I'm going to tell all my friends while I sit behind my house that's paid for my mother behind a gated community, using my iPhone, talking about how mean you are. That's what I'm going to do today. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Bro, what are you going to do about the character, bro? What are you going to do? You're going to sit there watching me? Is that what it is? You're going to sit there watching me and continuing to bolster my stream? Because I'm going to tell it to you like this, exactly like I told Eddie, that strange creature on the internet, okay? Just like I told Eddie, you're complaining about a character that's made in a game from BioWare that fully allows you to make that character. YouTube ain't going to do shit about that character because it's the character made in a video game that they have no control over. Twitch ain't going to do shit because I don't even stream my gaming stuff on Twitch anyway. Twitter ain't going to do shit because Elon Musk don't give a fuck. So at the end of the day, you're sitting there and you're angry as fuck over a character in a video game that's legally allowed to be made. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm the one complaining about my character? No. Let me make it very clear. Maybe I need a full screen so that you can understand what I'm saying here, okay? Maybe you need to understand. This character is legendary. Suicide is legendary, okay? McDuggins is legendary. When I made McDuggins, I said that McDuggins, they were going to change lives. I said that. I said they were going to change lives. And you know what? They did. They did. McDuggins changed lives. McDuggins is fucking famous now. McDuggins is damn near the mascot of the Bigot Army. I'm about to put him on a fucking t-shirt and sell it to you. Nobody's mad about McDuggins, bro. Nobody here anyway is mad about McDuggins. You made the character ugly on purpose? Yeah, I did. That's my right. That's my right. I'm allowed to. I'm allowed to. And guess what? It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to make this character. Why was it so easy to make this character? Gee, I wonder why. Max Gain says, I will not buy it. Oh my God, literally. He's literally the modern audience. He's sitting here on a social media platform trying to pretend as if he's actually offended by anything he's seeing right now. And he's not even going to buy or support the fucking game that's made for him. That's literally grifting. That's literally grifting. Bro, what? You are the modern audience. Listen, I want to make it very clear. Don't get mad that McDuggins is the face of the modern audience now. Don't get mad at McDuggins. It's not McDuggins' fault that they are so goddamn just charismatic. Just don't get upset. Don't get upset at McDuggins, okay? McDuggins is going to change lives. And I got to be honest with you, at this point, listen, I was just making a character just to make a character. I thought it was fun. But at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are going to make McDuggan's merch. Do you want to see McDuggan's merch? I want you to do something for me, chat. I want you to do something that none of these people in the modern audience could ever do because they don't have an audience. I want you guys to spam the chat with give me McDuggan's merch. Just say McDuggan's merch. If you want McDuggan's merch, say McDuggan's merch. Let's show them the power of the bigot army. This is something these motherfuckers don't have because they'll never have an audience in their goddamn lives because they're so unbelievably fucking boring. They're so goddamn boring. It's insane. Let's go. McDuggan's merch. Look at that. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Hold on. Look at the chat going so fast right now. This is something they could never do. Look at that. My chat moves faster than Mighty Cuck's fucking streams, Khalif streams. Who else? I don't even know if Airbag streams. I really don't give a fuck. I literally don't interact with that fucking guy. He talks about me more than I ever talk about him. Who else? Who else streams? Alyssa Mercante. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know. You know what? Let's do something the modern audience doesn't do. Let's do something the modern audience doesn't do. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on right now. Give me 1 second. Hold on. We're gonna do something the modern audience doesn't do. You guys ready for that? You guys ready for that? Let's do something the modern audience doesn't do. Aside from playing games. I gotta find the fucking thing. Hold on. Right here. Is this it? No, that's not it. Holy shit. Wow. Where did it go? Where did it go? I thought I had it. I guess not. Wow. No. StreamYard, Skillway. Let me see. Tool. Here we go. Okay. Okay. How do I use this? Toma. Okay, toma. Here we go. All right, chat. Here's what we're doing. You guys ready for this? There's 1,000 of you in here. We're going to do a fucking giveaway right now. I'm spending money. I don't give a fuck. I'm spending money right now. This is something the modern audience never does. You want to enter the giveaway? Type McDuggan's. But I swear to God, if one of you motherfuckers are trolls, you ain't winning. We're doing a giveaway right now. I will buy you a game of your choice on Steam. Type McDuggan's the way you see it in the chat right now. Here we go. I'm collecting comments. Let's go. Hurry up. McDuggan's the way you see it on screen. Type it. It's got to be on Steam. You got to have a Steam account. You have to have a Steam account. I'm going to spend money because these people don't spend money. You got to have a Steam account. That's the only way it's going to work. I'm sorry. Steam. It's got to be Steam. I'm sorry. It's got to be Steam. I'll figure out a way to do something for console people at another point, but it's got to be Steam. Steam. Just so you guys are aware, it doesn't collect multiple entries. So Rumble, you can join in too, Rumble. You can join in too. It collects Rumble as well. I'll buy you a game of your choice. A game of your choice. I'm not going to buy you a fucking Steam Deck. I'll buy you a game of your choice, though. Or I could just give Space Marine or something like that to somebody. All right, I'm canceling it out in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hey, Zeroist. Zeroist has been a watcher for a long time. Zeroist, if you're in the chat right now, hit me up on Twitter, brother. Congratulations, Zeroist. I'll buy you a game. I'll buy you a game of your choosing. Congratulations, Zeroist. You are the winner. Hit me up on Twitter and or hit me up on Discord. If you have me on Discord, if you're part of the Discord, you can hit me up there. Hit me up and I will buy you a game of your choice. I did this before for Mediocre Gamer Girl on Rumble. She won the last giveaway. I got her Black Myth Wukong Deluxe Edition. So Zeroist, you can hit me up and we'll make it happen. We shall make it happen. Congratulations, sir. I look forward to your message. Hit me up on Discord. Are you a member? Let me see. You are a member. So join the Discord and hit me up on Discord and I'll get you your game. All right. I will do that. All right. Let's continue a little bit more on this reaction. I just did that for the modern audience. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to spend some of that grifter money. The grifter money.
Keep that in mind. It's totally valid to not like this game. You don't need to shout people down.
Hey. It's totally valid to not like any game, right? Like, if you don't like a game for whatever reason, totally fair. I never was a big fan of Minecraft. I never really liked Minecraft. I acknowledge Minecraft is a generational level incredible game, but I'm just not really a fan. Yeah, it's just me. Unfollow? Yeah, I guess so.
Say that. But it's also not valid to say the game is complete garbage, because there's parts of this game that are actually pretty damn good.
I agree with that. I do not think it is complete garbage. I don't think the game's complete garbage. I think it is slightly above average. It's partial garbage.
So it's a mixed bag. It's a real mixed bag.
Yeah.
It's again, there's parts that are really good and there are parts that are just really not.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say the overall picture, it's definitely, for me so far, it's been worth playing.
Somebody says, what's the last complete garbage game you've played? Star Wars Outlaws. Literal piece of shit. Ooh, it was so bad. It was
I'm
such
suiting
a
up really
bad
quick.
game. Like, Zenless Zone Zero put Star Wars Outlaws.
We're still a little
in
bit
the
away from
fucking
tier
dirt.
2.
At least you could jerk off to Zenless Zone Zero. Star Wars Outlaws, I think if you do that, you get banned. Fuck no. Game sucks dick. I remember after I played Star Wars Outlaws, I was sitting outside for like an hour. Like decompressing. Like, I've watched ISIS executions or cartels where like they behead somebody. And I'm like, wow, that sucks for him. And I just go about my day, right? I'm like eating ice cream. But like after playing Star Wars Outlaws for 2 hours, I had to recover.
The combated stuff is fun enough to where it's worth playing. And we'll kind of see if that keeps up all the way to the end. Anyway.
Another suspension?
That's it.
Already?
I hope this helps in what little way.
Again, to say that, oh, the combat's good enough, it's good enough to keep playing, I feel like that is just... That's a little bit rough. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, having somebody say that about your game can't feel good. I just can't see how that can feel good, to be honest with you. But I mean, I don't know. Like, what the fuck do I know at the end of the day? Hold on. Let me just keep playing this really quick.
I do want to end this video by saying the best decision that you can make on a game like this is your own.
Mm-hmm.
Use this video and many others to educate yourself and inform yourself. And the most importantly,
just watch gameplay. Watch gameplay. See if it's good. Do that.
Streams and make your own opinion. Don't let somebody tell you how this game is.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Show, don't tell.
You don't know.
Don't
ever let anyone dictate how you feel about a video game.
Exactly.
Because frankly, that's
it's like, what was the Total Biscuit? Do not let a balding middle-aged man on the internet be the gatekeeper of being able to.
I agree. And this is why I said that transparency is a huge thing in the gaming industry. It's huge. It's very important for transparency to continue to be a thing, which is why streamers like me exist. I want to be as transparent with the games as possible, which is why I play them from beginning to end, no matter how boring I find some of them. It's the reason why I'm one of the few streamers who actually survived to play Dustborn from beginning to the end. So many people quit. So many people quit. I'm one of the only few people that actually played the fucking game from beginning to end. And that's because I want people to see it for its entirety and then make up their own mind from there. That's what's most important to me. All right, let's catch up on Super Chats, and then we're going to get into the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to react to Smash JT's video, but I highly recommend you guys go check it out. It is a very, very, very good video about the Powell group, and I'm actually going to do a video on that myself as well tomorrow. So let's catch up really quick. Where are we at? Jason Alto with a 5. He looks like Tyrion's evil cousin, I suppose. Jeremy Webb with a 2. Trick question: are they nice and female? No. Kane Wilson for a 2.99. They should just call it the Veilguard. They do. A lot of people do call it the Veilguard. Rolando Ramirez for a member for 4 months. What's Asmongold doing now? He's just making fun of Veilguard, which again I feel like is an interesting thing to do, considering that he bent the knee to these people about the Palestine stuff. And now they're just going to watch him with a fine-tooth comb on everything he says. So if he tries to make fun of the trans ideology stuff, they're probably going to come for him again, I got to imagine. Old Man Grim, 4.99. Anti-Trump rhetoric included in Dragon Age. The Veilguard tagged you in a post on X Hypnotic. These activists really hate a large chunk of the gamers audience. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. So we got a post here. Breaking. Apparently, EA managed to include some not so subtle digs at Trump supporters in Dragon Age: The Veilguard. In addition to all the transanity they included for the modern audience, they truly do hate a large share of the gaming audience. Do not give these sort of deranged. Oh, this bitch, Ash Paris, bro. What is she gonna say? She's one of those media literacy people. Right? She thinks everything has a political message to it. Everything has a modern day message to it. Even if it was made in 1970, she thinks it has a modern day message to it. She's one of those. Anyway, she says, wow, there's a Veilguard plotline in which a formerly sweet and caring individual gets indoctrinated to doing bad things against their own people in service of making them great again, right down to the fancy headgear by which they announce their allegiance. Unsubtle as fuck. Are you like, am I honest? Like, am I surprised? A game with this much ideology in it, am I really surprised by that? Seriously. I'm not surprised in the slightest by that. And I'm sure I'll find it at some point when I'm playing the game, but I'm not surprised in the slightest. I know you guys aren't. It's so dumb. And also too, isn't it amazing? She's one of these people, right? So she's one of these people that thinks that all black people must think like her. And if you don't think like her, then you're just whatever word they want to use, Uncle Tom, whatever. She's one of those. You can tell, look, indoctrinated to do bad things against their own people in service of making them great again. What are you trying to say? And wait, bad things against their own people. Are you talking about how black people sold other black people into slavery? Are you talking about that? How they sold other black people into slavery for profit? Or are you one of those people that thinks the Europeans forced them to do that? Yeah, I guess. We won't even bother. We won't even bother. What do we got? We got Toxin for a 5. Tosh, you guys don't understand me. I hate this family. Runs upstairs and slams the bedroom door. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's how she talks. And that's honestly, that's how it feels. That's how it feels most of the time. And I've only been with her for like half of a chapter. I've only been like, I just got into part 7. I'm almost done with it. And I've only met her for like halfway through it. And she's already insufferable. Taratard with a 2, a 9 with a thick Boston accent. Fair enough. Speaking of which, how's the poll doing? Hey, Listen, I appreciate the honesty, bro. Look at it. 64% of people said they would absolutely sleep with a 6. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The engineer for a 5, Ko isn't going to get any more cyberpunk style game inserts. Good. There you go. Taratard with a 2. Voldemort is back with the smoke for the woke. Voldemort is back with the smoke from the woke. Nice. Adair Soto with a 5. Oh, I know what you mean by that. If anyone played the Legend of Zelda game back in the day, you got that little fairy says word, hey, listen, nonstop. Exactly. Exactly. It's a modern day worse version of, hey, listen. That's exactly what it is. Saw the Lich with a 50. At least that, like, when the fairy did it, it was funny and not all the time. It wasn't really all the time. And when they did it once, they didn't do it again for the same thing. Saw on the list for a 50. Dieter Pink Guy calls HRH the talk down basic Asmongold. Benz implies like origami. Hypnotic's 6 is 3 beers deep. Ill, brother, ill. Nice. Dare Soto with a 2. So Dragon Age Veilguard subject 1 disability. Basically, that's how. Like, even if you're not disabled when you're playing it, you might as well feel disabled. Extra onions with a 10. 1 difficulty in Souls equals we share the experience. Exactly. 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 I'm so glad you said that. And that is why the Souls community is not only so damn tight-knit, but also so goddamn toxic. Because people are like, get good, bitch. You know what I mean? It's like old school Call of Duty in the lobbies. Like, get good. This is what I want people to understand. Talking shit, joking around, and arguing with people has always been part of gaming since inception. People love that shit. People love the competition. That's just what it is. People love it. And these fucking losers who are so goddamn weak in their life, they can't do anything without somebody giving them a trigger warning, are trying to ruin it for everybody else. They want you to bend the knee to them. It's ridiculous. We got Dare Soto for a 2. We cannot wait. Let her delete herself. Oh my God, jeez. Benjamin Sortikins for a 2. Rivet from the last RNC game is gay now. You hear that? Bro, I don't even care at this point. I really don't. If people want to fucking go down that rabbit hole and fuck up their IPs, I really don't care. I'll talk about it, right? And I'll check it out for myself to see if it's fucked up. But ultimately, this whole shit is so obviously driven by an agenda that we're just gonna have to see everything explode in front of our eyes. That's where I'm at this point. The industry is going to explode in front of our eyes at some point in time. It already kind of sort of is, with the mass layoffs being the first example of this. You guys realize that the industry right now is kind of like a how do I want to put it? It's kind of like a prediction, right? Like, no, I don't think that's the word. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that the way that studios are closing down now, right? You got studio closures, you got layoffs. All of these studios experiencing that is going to be what the industry ends up being if this shit keeps happening. Like how studios close down, eventually we're gonna have a crash. It's only a matter of time. We got Chaz Dragon for a 5. I guess this is the next tactic, forcing gamers into the digital struggle session so they repent and submit to the message again. That's exactly how it feels, to be honest with you. Foreshadowing is the word. Thank you, Polly. Thank you. You're smarter than I am. Thank you, Polly. Foreshadowing is the word. Yes. The way that the studios are being affected right now is a foreshadowing as to what's going to happen for the entire industry if this shit keeps happening. To be or not to be for a 2. $2 towards skill points for your pause skill. Thank you. Thank you. It's a skill that I didn't even know I had until I discovered it on Smash JT's videos, and now apparently I do them on all videos. Oxlord 405. If I see Shepard in a tuck swimsuit, I'm gonna lose my shit. Well, you might as well lose your shit. Get ready. We got Billy the Mars for $9.99. Did you hear about Ubisoft employee that thinks Yasuke and Assassin's Creed Shadows can potentially save the world? I can't exactly remember everything about who said it, but this person believes that. Yeah, so I saw a story about that, and it was on That Park Place. They absolutely do believe that, which, again, is the weirdest thing, right? Because for them, the message is the most important thing. They really think they're changing the world. They really think they're saving the world. They really think that they are saving the world. I'm not even kidding. That's a real thing. And it's not just Yasuke, too. It's all these message games. Benjamin with a 5. Peter Dinklage is a door guard from Baldur's Gate 3. He finally cast enlarged person on himself. Jesus Christ, man. The Dinklage fucking memes are hilarious. Darkside's Will for a 5. Hypno, do you think after the backlash on Veilguard they will make changes to the next Mass Effect or expect the same treatment? Expect worse. Does that make sense? Expect worse. Not the same, not less, worse. Expect worse. Adam Juman for a 2. It's a trans simulator. Absolutely. Absolutely. Billy in the Mars, $4.99. Yellow Flash 2 made the video on Yasuke, by the way. Oh, I got to check it out. Adair Soto with a 5. And the reason why we're doing this is the only way we can enjoy the game because we all know the game will be bad and we could roast it at the same time. Well, so that's what people don't understand, right? So streamers like myself, they give transparency on video games that are controversial. And honestly, not just controversial games because I play everything, but controversial games especially. I give that transparency while also giving commentary that I try to make it as bearable as an experience as possible. Because I got to be honest with you, without my chat, without me talking to my chat while playing these games, I would not last as long. I'm just being real. There's some times where I'm on stream and I'm so fucking bored, I log off. You guys know the other day we were only an hour and a half in and I can't take it anymore. And then there's other days where I'm, 2.5 hours in and I'll rock out with it. But without the chat, it's fucking abysmal. I don't even want to. I don't play this game unless I'm streaming because I don't want to play this fucking game. You know what I mean? Benjamin for a 2. President McDuggins will avenge Peanut and Fred. I think McDuggins has powers like that, but I don't know. I've never seen it. Jeremy Webb for a 2. I'm only sad that there's no McDuggins merch. I swear to God, I'm going to work on it. I swear, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on McDuggins merch. And I'm going to make it available for sale. And I'm going to try to sell it to some Wokies. That's what I'm going to do. Jeremy Webb for a 5. McDuggins merch. I'm going to work on it. I promise. Adam Juman for a 2 says McDuggins pillows. Bro, what? McDuggins pillows? You serious? That's a little sus, man. That's a little sus. Adair Soto with a 5. Yes, give us the merch if they can afford it, the modern audience. Bro, the modern audience has admitted multiple times now on our streams, literally, that they don't buy shit. They don't buy shit. If they can't get it for free, they don't buy shit. So what makes you think they're going to buy a t-shirt? Let's just be real. Hickey97 for a 5. McDuggins merch. I'm working on it. Billy in the Mars, $4.99. McDuggins is our token trans. We need the merch. All right, I'm going to work on it. I promise. I'm going to work on it. Adam Reveal for a 2. McDuggins emoji. Oh, I'm slacking. I was supposed to put a McDuggins emoji. You're right. I'm slacking. I'm going to work on all that tonight. Sick Bass member for 2 months. McDuggins merch. Wood chippers the queer. Benjamin for a 20. Where's my McDuggins t-shirt? My money is ready. All right. I'm working on it. Kiri Nightshade becomes a member all on their own. Thank you so much, Kiri Nightshade. I appreciate you. Relaxing Gray Merchant becomes a member all on their own. Thank you, Relaxing Gray Merchant. I appreciate you as well. Ripa for a 2. Hypnotic, the true Dustborn. He is the porn. Oh, I hate that song. I fucking hate that song. Secret Final Boss with a $1.49 super sticker. Thank you so much. Some Dumb Goy. I play as many for a 10. I play as many souls like my wife made me a Get Good Scrub shirt. Bro, I'm telling you, that's just how the Souls community is. That's how it is. That's how we connect. That's how we fucking play the game. Billy and Mars for $4.99. The Souls game franchise is the GOAT. They're in my top 5. I agree. Aripa for a 2. BioWare has been a zombie for decades now. Yeah, they've been a subsidized zombie of EA because EA doesn't want to let go of the legacy name known as BioWare. We got Mr. Spanker's Coffee for $1.99. Best trans game is GTA. I'm a man playing as a female. Nice. We got C&D Designs for a 5. I can have shirts, cups, bags, iPhone cases, hoodies on Amazon tomorrow. Just saying, look at that plug. Look at that plug. That's a good plug. Nice. Nice one. Adair Soto with a 2. Will the merch what come with a spear? Yeah, I know you guys want spear merch too. I know you want all that shit. You want all that shit. I know I gotta work on it. I gotta stop slacking. I've been wanting to redo my merch store so bad, but I just haven't been able to. I have not been able to, and it sucks. But I'm going to get to work on that at some point. I'm going to. I promise. We are fully caught up, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes, we are fully caught up. Oh no, Aripa snuck one in for a 2. McDuggan's Maiden Press mouse pad. Bro, you guys want like everything. Mouse pads, shirts, car covers. I saw somebody say a car cover. A plushie. Can you imagine a McDuggan's plushie? That would be scary as fuck. Actually, I would put one on top of my bookcase right behind me, but that would be scary as fuck. A McDuggan's plushie. I need a plushie vendor. I need a plushie vendor who's not going to bend the knee to the mob. That's what I need. I need a plushie vendor. Find me a plushie vendor. The chat's been wanting it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Battle of Champions Waifu Battle. We didn't have it on Friday, but we're going to have it today. So let's do it. And let me know how close we are to tier 2 mods, because I don't know how close we are. The Waifu Battle's here. Now, if you guys are unaware as to what happened on the last Waifu Battle, we had a returning waifu who was not a champion join us in the Waifu Battle, and she finally won her belt. Finally. I'm trying to bring up her picture, but this shit is so unbelievably slow for me. Okay, here we go. So the winner of the last Waifu Battle was none other than the amazing Lulu from Final Fantasy X, ladies and gentlemen. Now, with that being said, today's Battle of Champions, which means a former champion is going to come back and try to take the belt from Lulu. So let's go over the rules before we bring her out. Rule number 1, all super chats during the Waifu Battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. But the only way it's going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat, it will not count. It doesn't matter how big it is. If you super chat after the fact and put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time, I will make it count. Rule number 2, you can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Lulu, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Rule number 3, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? We already got Jeremiah doing it. Jeremiah has made his choice with a $2 for Lulu. All right, boys. It's time to bring out a former champion. I know she's a fan favorite. I don't know if Cryptic Beats is in here. I don't know if Leon's in here. I don't know if all her typical fans are in here. But ladies and gentlemen, she's a one and only, man. And considering that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero just recently came out and it's a massive success, I figure let's celebrate that success with this former Waifu Battle champion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pretty damn obvious who the former champion is tonight, but it's going to be none other than the one and only amazing Android 18. Ladies and gentlemen, start the clock and let's see who is going to win, Android 18 or Lulu from Final Fantasy X. Let's figure it out. Android 18 or Lulu. She's a fan favorite. People want her all the time. But I'm telling you right now, if she loses, I'm retiring her. If she loses, I'm retiring her because I brought her back so many times. because people love her. But I think at this point, it's time to retire. We got Mr. Spangus Coffee for $1.99. Android 18, always. Mikey, I swear to God. Bro, Mikey might vote for Android 18. You never know. You never know. Don't count Mikey out yet. We got Ali Kusanagi with a 5 saying Lulu. All right, fair enough. Oh, the names. I forgot the names. Hold on. I mean, the names are so fucking easy. But that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Champion Lulu. Challenger 18. It's so easy. How could you fuck that up? It's all right. There you go. The spelling's on the bottom. Mr. Fishnicks for a 2 over on Rumble. Lulu also for a woke cleanse. I would recommend checking out the Shadows of the Dam remaster and streaming it if it has a streamer friendly mode. Okay, I'll check that out. It's on Steam. It's on Steam. I assume it's on Steam. So I will check it out for sure. Urban Tiger Exo 103 for $189. Lulu, fair enough. Kiara Lunar for a 2. Android 18. Fair enough. Silver Bullet Lycan with a 10. Wow, an actually hard one. Both girls are a 10 out of 10. But knowing I have a thing for blondes, 18 gets my vote. I respect it. I respect it. Frost Puma with 250 for Android 18. Shout out to Frost Puma. Appreciate that, man. I like your profile picture. It's funny. Mystic for a 2 says Android 18. All right, we got a lot of Dragon Ball fans in the chat, looks like today. A lot of Dragon Ball fans. I mean, we always have a lot of Dragon Ball fans, but still, we got a lot of Dragon Ball fans today. We'll see what happens. Whoa, holy shit. Holy shit, boys. Infinite Ryu with $200 New Zealand dollars. Wow. Says Android 18 was my first goon, my girl. We got a red boy in here. Holy shit. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Dude. Did that get us tier 2? I think it got us tier 2. Mods, let me know, please. I think we're there, though. Holy shit. Infinite Ryu, bro. What a banger. What an absolute banger. What's that, like $10 in real money? No, it's like 120, but still. It's like 120. Infinite Ryu, dude. Thank you so much, brother. We got Silver Bullet Like It with a 5. McDuggins. Just kidding. This for Android 18 again. I should make McDuggins the Waifu Battle champion. I should make McDuggins the Waifu Battle champion. I really should. But McDuggins has to win on his own, on their own. Shit, I gotta do 10 push-ups now. I said his. Fuck. That's not good. I gotta do a barv. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to bring out the one and the only Lulu from Final Fantasy X, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start it off and let's see who's gonna win this. Is it Android 18? Or is it Lulu? Do not count out Lulu just yet. It's not over. It's not over just yet. We got Cryptic Beats for a 5. The first robot to be human, 18. I knew Cryptic was here. That's why I said so. Biolty Wolf 19 for a 5. Can't pick on a girl. Both are so good. This one is for McDuggins. Bro, come on, Biolty Wolf. Every vote counts. Man. Damn. Toxin for 189. Android 18 and 17. We got a cuckery fan here. Oh, we hit tier 2. Hold on. That's hilarious. Wait, but what about Krillin, though? I just realized that. What about Krillin? Like, who gives a fuck about 17? I feel like Krillin will be the one getting cucked, no? Don't you think? We are officially at tier 2. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to you guys. We have hit it for 16 streams in a row now. This is insane. This is insane. We are climbing up there. Billiam the Mars for $9.99 McDuggins by proxy. Lulu getting this though. McDuggins by proxy. What are you, Eddie? This is a vote by proxy. This is violence by proxy. John wins though for a 218. If she wins, I'll only post 10 pictures this time. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You did post a lot though, but still, fair enough. She can still win. Lulu can still win. I know there is a lot of 18 voters, but Lulu can in fact still win. She can still win. Don't let her lose. Sonia saying titties in the chat. Fair enough. You got Rumble voting for McDuggins. You have Rumble literally voting for McDuggins. Billy in the Mars says McDuggins is the Waifu Battle champion without competition. It's automatic. I'm telling you, man, if I put McDuggins in the Waifu Battle, we're going to have them be the champion for a long, long time. Stateslov says, who is she, Lulu? She is from Final Fantasy X. And she is one of the best Final Fantasy waifus ever. Ever. McDuggins is taking the title. I agree. Alex Moore with a 5 saying McDuggins. Come on! Put the vote towards Lulu. Fuck. Everybody wants McDuggins. Of course. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But that could have went to Lulu, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't heard from Mikey all stream. I hope he's not going to pull some funny shit. But it's time for the countdown. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my God, Mikey is MIA, bro. Mikey is MIA. The final super chat that is going to count is some dumb goy for a 10, and it goes to Lulu. I'm going to read the super chat right now. Mods, count everything up and let me know who won, but I have a feeling I know who it was. So let's feed the ducks. Feed the ducks and let's see who won. Some dumb goy with a 10. I hated Callisto, but I'm playing Redacted. And if you like Hades, it is super fun. Also, still picking Lulu, and McDuggins will win, period, so much it's not even fair. I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to McDuggins, if I put them into the waifu battle, they will never stop being champion. People will vote for McDuggins just to own the fucking wokies. That'll basically be it. It'll be so OP, I will have to retire him myself. You know what I mean? And I've never done that with any waifu. Every waifu has lost organically. Everybody's saying RIP Mikey, bro. Mikey's not here. That's not good. Mr. Spanish Coffee 199. Yes, this is from Mikey's tombstone. Hey, maybe Mikey's busy. Mikey's probably working. Mikey's probably working his ass off right now, bro. But I'm surprised to not see him here. That man has never missed a waifu battle for like weeks. Weeks. It's interesting. I guess we'll see. The next time you guys see Mikey, tell him what happened. What happened? What happened? Adair Soto with a 2. Who's Mikey again? Oh, the guy in the tomb. Wow. Wow. Everybody's shit talking Mikey. Is he really public enemy number 1 now? It's no longer Adam Reveal. That's it. It's Mikey. Is that it? Mikey got booted out the flat because he spent all his wages on votes. Nah, man. Mikey has a fucking Mikey has a yacht. Mikey has a yacht. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Jeremy Webb with a 2. Mikey will only return stronger. You know what? You're probably right. Mikey has proven that he will return stronger usually. Usually. All right, the numbers are in. Ladies and gentlemen, Android 18 with $153.78 against Lulu. Damn, man, with $29.28. The winner and the new Waifu Battle champion is none other than Android 18 again, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. Again. One more time. One more time. No, it's not McNugget. It's not McNugget. And on that note, if you are a fan of Lulu, which I know I have a few, you are probably doing this song right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Android 18 is going to go backstage, where she will begin the week tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Waifu Battle champion for, I think, like the third time in a row. I think it's the third time, or it might even be the fourth time. I don't know. I brought her back a lot, but I think it's the third time. She is going to be the Waifu Battle champion again. And let's see if she could go up against some new waifu. She hasn't faced... It's been a while since she faced some new competition. So we'll see. BioT of 19 for a 5. What do cows read the most? Catalogs. Man, how are you going to fuck up such a good waifu battle with a bad joke like that? What are we doing? What are we doing, BioT? Bill in the Mars for 189. McDuggins versus Bowser. We need it. Oh, no. Kim Belair will definitely watch that stream. There's no doubt about that. K Styles 1998 for a 10. We shall have a Queen of Waifu tournament with all former waifu champions. And yes, Eve will be in December. We might do a battle royale. I'm thinking about doing an actual real battle royale waifu battle at the end of the year. But I just don't know how I would set that up. That would be insane. You know what I mean? That would be absolutely fucking insane. I'll figure it out. I don't know. Adair Soto, member for 5 months. Stay safe for your vacation, Hypnotic. We, the Bigot Army, stand by keeping the headquarters secure when you return to glory to Lord Hypnotic. Thank you, man. Yeah, for those of you who might not have heard, I will be going on vacation, an official, real vacation this time. Not one where I stream every day, even on vacation. I'm going on an actual real vacation from the 8th to the 12th of this month. I will not be streaming. I will not be doing Hypnocast. I will not be doing Griffcast. I will do Saturday Night Hypnosis on the 9th, but that's it. That's it. So I'll be back. I'll be back in the office on the 13th for Griffcast and Hypnocast and everything like that. But I'll be back. But you got me for the rest of this week up until Friday. So I got a lot of work to do. I got to try to finish Dragon Age of Veilguard before then. I got to redo the merch store. I got a bunch of shit I got to do. Some dumb goy said vacation equals unsub. Bro, that hurts. Infinite Ryu for 5. What do you call 10,000 parachuting Russians? A blizzard. That's actually kind of funny. I'm still going to give you drums, though. Adair Soto for a 2. And also, can you make the merch a coffee mug? You want a McDuggins coffee mug? Bro, drinking coffee with McDuggins on it is so odd. It's so odd to me, but that's okay. All right, boys, listen, I think we're fully caught up now. Thank you, everybody, for all your support. It's been an absolutely amazing night. Thank you, everybody who liked the stream, commented, spammed the chat, and super chatted. Let's see who we're going to raid today. Who are we raiding today? Let's see. We got Atreus playing Veilguard. We got Gooch live right now with a panel. We got... God damn, there's so many people streaming right now. Holy shit. I think, you know what? We rated Atreus a lot. So let's do Gooch. Raid Gooch. Here you go. Raid Gooch right now. Clap the cheeks. Lucy with the 20 saying, ooh, woo. Lucy with the 20 banger at the last second of the stream. That's absolutely insane. Shout out
Jamma, the old OG himself.
So much.
What's up,
Thank
Jamma?
you for that.
Always good to see you. And
thank you so
Jamma
much.
and Razorhead. Never miss a stream.
Get in
These
here,
guys
like
are
the stream,
phenomenal.
like
Thank
the
you,
stream,
guys.
like the stream.
And
like
just
the stream
quickly
when you're in here.
Gun Ho Mac was here. I saw him.
Like the stream when you're in here. Call Leon Gay. Make sure you call Leon Gay.
Has almost as much ammo as ABF. That's why I made this intro for ABF.
Stop eating guinea pigs.
It's funny you said that. So
all right, tell ABF stop eating guinea pigs.
Guest and he just
call Leon Gay.
He just decided to stay.
And that's it. That's all I ever asked you to do.
Actually.
All right, boys. Listen, thank you everybody again for everything you've done. Shout out to the Hypnobots for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you guys as well, but I'm out. Got a lot of work to do. I got a merch store to redo. I got everything that I got to do. But I appreciate you guys. I will see you tomorrow on Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern. And I'll see you on Griffcast, 5 p.m. Eastern. You guys already know how it goes. Until then, go be bigots now. Bye.
Hoes mad. 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 Hoes mad.
Get up, cocksuckers. It's all over. Listen, we had a rough couple of months. Fucking Katrina's cousin Maria. The other one, Puerto Rico, Houston, fucking Florida. Listen, it's been tough up to now. The earthquake in Mexico, the White House, whoever the fuck is going on. But it don't matter. They want to shoot. It's time for us to fucking shoot, cocksuckers. They want to get down and dirty. Don't forget who the fuck we are. You understand me? We're the baddest motherfuckers out there. You send a message to that fucking North Korean. He's gonna be sniffing my dick and sucking my asshole. That's the focus. We're going to North Korea in like a year. It's gonna be an island. It's gonna glow in the dark. You know why? Because we're Americans, cocksuckers. Who the fuck do you think you're dealing with? Stop with the gun control. They're selling more guns than ever the last 3 days. Stop with the fucking whining. Stop with the Russians on Facebook. I don't give a fuck. Worry about yourself. Keep your eyes open and get the fuck off Snapchat and fucking Twitter, cocksucker. Stay black.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. vagina.
Touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.